I'm Donna Kipp, and my faith story is basically I was not raised in a Christian home. It was pretty abusive at times, and I held a lot of fear, obviously, from a little girl. Was afraid of everything and everybody. And I grew up that way, and I felt like that's the way it was supposed to be. Some kids in the neighborhood invited us to church, just my brother and I. And so we were the ones running around the balcony because we didn't know how to act. There were no adults with us, right? But through the church, I found out about God and who Jesus was. But I really didn't understand so much. My brother went down the aisle, and gave his life to Christ. And of course, I went down because he did. But I realized the Lord, it was like the Holy Spirit spoke to me and asked me, do you know what you did? And I said, well, I accepted Jesus in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, just like I'd heard. And I just felt this weight lift off my shoulders. And that was the beginning of my journey. But I still didn't understand who they were or that I could relate to them. They said he was like my dad, the father's like my dad, and I was kind of scared of my dad. So that just instilled the fear in me, right? And I grew up with rejection, on top of that, and just a lot of things that happened in my life. Some of my choices, some I didn't have any control over, but it made me a scared, insecure, no self-worth, type of person. And that continued through my whole life until we actually moved to Florida. And through moving to Florida and coming to Bayside Church, I found the freedom through this a freedom story or a freedom session. It's not a session, but you know what I'm talking about. A study, I guess. And it brought out who God really was, and that I could relate to him, and that he was a God of love. He wasn't a God of judgment, like I had pictured him all my life, as that it was a smite or not smite type of relationship. But I didn't know that I could have a relationship with him. It was just all, fear. But he took that fear from me, and I learned more about who Jesus was and who God was and how much he loved me and how much Jesus loved me and what he did for me, and that Holy Spirit is with me. And it's just been an amazing journey since then. And it's only been, a few years that I have been able to live totally free, and I'm just thankful for that. And so that's part of my story, and I'm explaining that in the book, and I hope that you can get some inspiration and just really look inside yourself and know that you can have that too.